Thanks, Kate. Now, there's a new landlady in Rover's return tonight.
Oh, no.
Uncanny. Eva is back, and top of her list of things to sort out are sisters, Leanne and Toyah, who've spectacularly fallen out since Eva was last on the street, because Toyah did the dirty on her own sister, and she's now seeing Leanne's husband, Nick.
Do you know what? She wonders why everyone leaves her. I mean, Simon wasn't soft. Hey, you mention my son again, and I'll knock your teeth out. Son? Oh, he couldn't wait to get on the first boat out of it.
Yeah, and I let him. I didn't lock him in a car and drive him to a wall to stop him, did I?
Anyone here got a red on the Civic? Whoa, you two! Down!
Right, come on, let's get stuck in.
Whoa! Get up! Right, pack it in now or I'll spray, okay?
Well... According to research, even though sisters fall out easier than brothers, they actually make up faster. Is that a common sign in your house?
Honestly, no,
You're a mopsy.
Yeah, probably, but we don't fight, like, no hands, no hands. It's just WhatsApp.
Not the face, not the face.
Not the money makers. No, we fight. I think that's normal. I think it's actually really healthy. We have a middle sister, Pamela, and they grew up really closely together, and I would say they had more fights, more intense, more Corey fights. That's us. We say no makeup, but there's a filter. No, but genuinely, I feel like we fight, but we've learned over the years to have decent resolution. I need space. If we've had a fight, I need a week where we don't talk just to clear my mind, because if I speak in the moment, something really terrible is going to come out. And Mutsi says I'm using it against her, and I'm like, no, you don't want to know what I'm thinking when I'm angry. So we've learned that we just need space, whereas my middle sister and Mutsi, they just go for it, but then they come to a resolution much faster, which is the better. And I think it's healthy to get it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like the fights.
So you just you ghost them for a week?
I ghost the whole family.
Oh, the whole family?
The whole family. If you have Mabuse in your name, you're ghosted. Like, and I know they'll call Marius to be like, where is she? And I'm like, if you answer them, if you answer them, there's trouble. So he has to abide by it. But
and then at the end of that, are you the one that then picks up the phone?
Yes, I'm like, I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have done that, but I just needed time. I always take accountability, because that's important, because I want that from you as well. But if I made a mistake, I would apologise. But if you did, then you got to apologise as well.
Janet, you didn't get on with your sister, did you?
No. Well, I didn't ask her to be born, did I?
I didn't ask her to be born.
Then I've got to share my bedroom. No, actually, the truth is, we
How many
didn't get
years
on.
between you? You were the oldest.
I think it's really difficult when your sister comes along and she's got better hair than you. She had curly hair, and my mother wanted me to have curly hair, so she used to put my hair, plait it in rags every night, and then it was just straight with a kink on the end. And I had sleep deprivation for years. No, my sister and I didn't really get on, and then we went to different schools, so that didn't help. And then when she ran away from home, I remember my mother saying, where do you think Patsy's gone? And I went, well, I don't know, I don't talk to her.
So it was a close relationship then?
Actually, our relationship got closer as my mum and dad became more problematic. And when my dad died playing cards, he had a heart attack. He was in the Canary Islands, and my mum rang us up, and my sister and I had to rush out and deal with the situation, and that did bring us much closer together. So it wasn't bad all the way through.
Yeah,
just standard bickering. And what about you, Kelly?
Well, I'm an only child, but I watch my children and they love a good bicker. They do squabble, but my son he's really... So my son's older than my daughter, but you would think, you know, it was the other way around. She definitely wears the trousers. So 100%, you know, like at school, they go to the same school now, and somebody decided that they were going to tell my son to shut up. She said she just gave him one side eye and was like, you better fix up. And the boy was like, I'm really sorry, I'm sorry, Karen. I was just like... So she really does wear the trousers, most definitely.
Yeah, there's 12 years between my girls, and I don't think they've ever fallen
That's
out.
so
I think
nice,
that,
though.
that
I think
gap
that's a big
helps.
gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OK, well, sticking with Eva in Corrie, she's back behind the bar with her new fella, but she won't be alone for long as her mother-in-law, Maggie, soon rocks up and, much to Eva's dismay, moves in. So, would you allow it if you were Eva, OT? Mother-in-law moving in?
No. Absolutely not.
Do you want to have time to think about that?
Even my body language, can you see my body language is just rejecting the idea. No, I think my mother and my mother-in-law, very strong women, just like me. And I think when you are the head of your house, you make decisions. So we would just fight even more. So I've said to her, look, if something would happen, I would gladly put you in like a retirement village. It's not far. Honestly, everyone is like, it's
Sounds
not
good to
far.
me.
Yeah. It's 2 minutes away. You would have your life. You would have your own community. You would have your own friends. When you want to see the baby, you can gladly come over, but you have to leave when the sun sets. So we all have space and we have boundaries.
And would you have the same rule for your mum?
Yes, because
Yeah.
let me tell you, I gave birth, my mom, and traditionally in our family, you would live with us for 3 months. She treated me and my daughter like we were siblings, and I was still her child. And I was like, no, Mom, like, this is my child now. So if something would happen, you're going to the retirement village.
Yeah. And Janet, you've had, what, 4 mother-in-laws?
Yeah.
Any of them?
Mother-in-laws.
I should be asking you for
Would any of
advice.
them move in with you?
4 mother-in-laws, and I think they all loathed me. I think that's so... I wasn't good enough for their sons. But funnily enough, the boyfriend I went out with for 5 years, Norman Anderson. His mum, I loved. I wouldn't have minded. Her cooking was great. She would come round any time, but the mother-in-laws, oh, no way. And as for my own mother, well, she once spent one night in my house, and by the morning she had a backpack, was ready to go back to our sisters.
It is difficult, I think, when you have a relationship to have anybody living in. But when it's somebody that's particularly on one side that's not yours...
Yes.
Yeah.
That must be hard, right? What about you,
I mean,
Kelly?
I'm fortunate. I really do have really good relationships with both sides. They're amazing and really good. Yeah, we just get on, right? We get on really, really well. And when don't ask me what I'm laughing, but like literally when Jay and I got married and he moved into mine at that time, my mum was living with us. So I was like, well, this is what you're going to get. But he was so smart. So like on our first date, he came up with flowers, and I was like, oh, thank you so much. And he was like, yeah, I'm really sorry, but they're not for you.
Ooh.
I was like, OK. He was like, yeah, they're for your mum. And I was like, oh.
Smart boy.
Yeah. And then it was over, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then it was
Those
just
are
over.
last.
That was it. They were just tight, you know what I mean, ever since.
I think maybe, you know, I know some people that they've got quite a bit of money or they've got a bigger house and they've got like a little lodge in the grounds or something.
Yeah.
And then I think that's the perfect, because you've got that bit of space.
What, garden shed?
Yeah. You've got a bit of space, but then also they're on hand to babysit when you need them at very short notice,
And they
don't
can
you
see
think?
their babies as well. Like Maris's mum could always see him because she's attached to her boys, and you're like, oh God.
Well, we asked you at home whether or not you would like or allow your mother-in-law to move in, and 81% of you said no. So there you go.